All right. Thanks for joining the Best in the Biz podcast. My name is Josh. I'm joined here today at the Business Forum with Jonah Rowsell. Jonah is the business development manager at Qalipu, and we're going to maybe have a quick little chat. Just you can tell folks about what your scope of work is and how they can find out about joining the business network if they are an Indigenous business member.
Yeah, so like you said, my name is Jonah. I'm the business development officer here at Qalipu First Nation. And yeah, my main duty, I guess, is one of them is in charge of the Qalipu Business Network. So we've got a list of member-owned businesses, and our main goal is to help them with a number of things, including consultation through business plans, how to find funding, connecting them with other businesses to then, form partnerships and whatnot. To become a member, you have to be a Qalipu-owned business, at least 51%. Of
course.
You can go to our website, which is qalipubusinessnetwork.ca, and click the Register Now button, and it'll just take you through a simple form, and you should be good to go. Your business will get listed. There's an interactive map that you'll show up on, and then you'll get emailed whenever we have any events or any promotions or anything going on. You'll be able to find it there at the website.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that. And what advice would you have for any aspiring entrepreneurs that may be Indigenous and want to start their own business?
I would say no matter how old or young, if you're an entrepreneur and you want to start your own business, especially if you're Indigenous, just reach out, because the worst that's going to happen is we're going to point you in a different direction that can help you. We won't turn you down, of course. We don't have a lot of resources in terms of funding, but we do have a lot of resources in terms of knowledge, and we're able to share that with you and try to walk you through as many steps as we can. But just do it. The worst that's going to happen is someone's going to say no, and you just get back up again, right? Always open to having one-on-one conversation with entrepreneurs and trying to help them succeed the best that we can.
Yeah, it's definitely great. I mean, just reach out to yourself, of course. And I also work at Qalipu as well for listeners that are out there. So if any folks need any marketing assistance, myself or Jonah, we would be more than happy to help. Mm-hmm. So maybe you could tell us about the business forum, how that came to be, and what you're looking forward to today.
Yeah, so the business forum originally started back in 2014 maybe.
Okay.
And they did one annually. They did change the name at some point from, it used to be called the Maui Ome. They changed it to the Business Forum in 2019, I think. Then, of course, we all know what happened in 2020.
Of course.
And it kind of got put on pause, and nothing ever happened again until last year when I came on to work with Qalipu. I seen this in one of the annual operating plans, that this was an event that they tried to do annually. So my goal was to kind of revive it and start it again to make it a now annual thing. So we did one last year in Corner Brook and Stephenville. This year we're here at the Center for Heavy Equipment and Transportation Technology out in Stephenville, and we're doing a one-day event. And so far it's been pretty good. Looking forward to the guest speakers we got lined up this afternoon, and I think it'll be a great time for everyone.
No, that's great, and it's definitely appreciated that you can put something together like this, and hopefully there are many more business forums to come in the future.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, that would be great. I know you're busy today, so I won't take up any more of your time. But thanks for sitting down and having a quick chat, and hope you have a great day.
Yeah, thanks, Josh, and hopefully everyone, if you need anything, you can get me at my email, jrowsell@qalipu.ca, or check out our website, qalipubusinessnetwork.ca.
Thank you. I'm joined here today with
Rob Thomas, Saltbox and Everoutdoor Adventures, also here with the Newfoundland Labrador Indigenous Tourism Association. So thanks so much for having me.
Yes, thanks for coming on board. And we're really grateful you made the trip out from Corner Brook today. What are your thoughts about the business forum? What do you think of it all so far?
Yeah, it's a great event. Anytime people can get together and collaborate and talk about partnerships and ways to work together, it's always a win. Mm-hmm. You guys got a great turnout and really nice event here. So, well done.
Yeah, thank you. Couldn't agree more. Rob, just wondering, maybe for our listeners, could you maybe talk in depth about, what Saltbox is, what Everoutdoor is. I understand you have the Cabix Geoparks project on the go as well. Love to hear about some updates on that if you want to take it from there.
Yeah, for sure. So, as you know, I wear a couple different hats. So the Saltbox is a restaurant in Benmont's Cove. We're an Indigenous owned business. We offer, regular cuisine and also some Indigenous cuisine for different events that we do. It was a great summer. We had a lot of people come and go. And then Everoutdoor Adventures is our sort of adventure wing where we do a lot of hiking. We do a lot of like culinary experiences on Woods Island. And then also in the back in the Bloomington Mountains, we've got a 10-person Zodiac that we do tours throughout the bay. And then also lucky enough to partner with some cruise ship operators to do some stuff up the Humber River, which has really sort of changed our game. We're able to do more tours in the run of a day. And customers are giving us great feedback on how beautiful that Bay of Islands, Humber River region is.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I understand that you and Dustin and Alex went out on a little outing up and down the Humber River. I think it looked like a great time.
Yeah, unfortunately I missed it because I was away, but Dustin stepped in for me, which was awesome.
Very nice.
The feedback from Alex and Dustin's photos have been amazing.
Yes.
And we're so lucky to have the beautiful Bay of Islands to be able to showcase, and our goal is to bring more and more people here. To switch it a little bit to K-Box, it's been a very exciting year for us. Our board and the group, we've gone through basically the stage where we've submitted to Canadian Global Geoparks. They came this spring and did an evaluation. We got very good reviews. We do have to make some tweaks to our document that we're submitting to Paris. Fingers crossed again that by next time this year we'll be designated as a UNESCO Global Geopark for Cornerbrook Bay of Islands, which is, pretty huge when you think about it.
I think it's a substantial ordeal. And I think it's just a fantastic way to get, the Long Range Mountains and this area and the Bloomington Mountains listed as a recognized site. Can you maybe just provide a little bit more information on what like a geopark is for our listeners?
Yeah, so what a geopark is, it's very similar to like a World Heritage Site. It is a UNESCO designation, but not being World Heritage, it's a geopark designation. So there's geoparks, biospheres, and World Heritage Sites. So we're following in that class. Geopark is a little bit different where we're a nonprofit organization running it from community base up, but it's similar designation. It's showing that you have the geology and have the goods to get in that club, and traveling a little bit with the Newfoundland Labrador Indigenous Tourism Association and hearing feedback from international buyers and different groups. That brand of UNESCO, is a really great thing for the whole area.
Couldn't agree more. It's a great way to even enhance our tourism. And for those that don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of the Bloomington Mountains are what would be, I guess, Earth's mantle coming up through.
Yeah, so we're very lucky. Like, there's 4 of these, what they call ophiolites. Okay. I didn't learn it until I got volunteering, actually. So, but it's pretty cool that this main geological map is called the Humber Arm Locktons.
I didn't know that.
Neither did I. So
cool.
It's super cool. So you got like the Bloomington Mountains, Lewis Hills, North Arm Mountain, and the Tablelands. So, now we've also signed an MOU with Parks Canada. Yep. So now, Parks Canada and ourselves are going to say, okay, cool. Come to Grossmorn for a couple days, but also come down to the Bay of Islands. You're going to see some similar geology. Yeah. And be able to tell that complete story.
Do you have any advice for any aspiring entrepreneurs that may want to get started into the field of operating a business that may not know otherwise where to start? What would you tell those folks?
I would say, get your thoughts down on paper. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oftentimes you'll meet with people and they'll, tell you need this slick business plan, but just get your thoughts collectively down on a paper. And there's such great groups of people out there wanting to help you. I don't want to get into listing all the names because I'm sure I'll forget someone here.
Fair enough.
But they're out there, there's business networks, there's business counselors, there's great groups in the community, and go talk to some people and start to flush out your ideas. Because the biggest thing I learned is, what you think will work oftentimes doesn't work because it may look good on paper, but in reality, it's just not, what you thought and how it plays out is not how it goes. So being able to pivot and not get too, hyper focused on, okay, I wanted to do this. I have to do this and this only. But, collectively talking to some people in the community to say, okay, well, hey, there was this business that tried this, it didn't work, and they are now doing this. So you might want to think about an alternative. These people are out there, take advantage of them in a good way.
Oh, of course. Yeah. I believe that there's a lot of resources out there that are, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they're free to take, to consult with. I understand that I don't want to list any off because I might forget them, but there's a lot of great tools out there right now, maybe more than ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And these people want to help, and I know starting off it may seem, very overwhelming.
Can be,
but if you're able to talk to these people and get some advice, oftentimes it can make your life a lot easier as well.
Yeah, no, I like I said, I couldn't agree more. In terms of perspectives, as a Indigenous business owner, what are some socioeconomic challenges that you face on a regular basis?
Yeah, I think like also non-Indigenous businesses, excuse me.
Of course.
Staffing sometimes can be an issue.
Yes.
Seasonality also. And I'm also a strong believer that we need to think outside the box.
Yes.
I sort of feel like I've been beating a dead horse for a while.
No, but you hit it home there.
A seniors program.
Yeah.
Let's think about a seniors program where seniors can work up to 15 or 20 grand seasonally and not have any clawbacks through their different programs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it would be a great program. I think something we should consider.
Rob, I believe, that's all the time we have for today, but I'd love to maybe chat more some other time, of course.
It's always a pleasure. I appreciate you asking me to do this today and inviting me here today. It's a great event, and I think it takes these events to get everyone talking about different things that are going on. And working together. Collaboration is the key.
Like synergy. The sum of the whole is better than its parts.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it takes our tourism season, certainly on the West Coast, is very seasonal.
Yes,
so it takes all different, components in order to make it complete. Whether it's someone working 10 hours a week for you or, some other one coming in knowing that you got an event. So,
and we need all of them.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah.
They all make a difference. So that's Rob Thomas with Saltbox, Everoutdoor, and the Geoparks, Cabix Geoparks as well. Here are some key takeaways from today's episode. Jonah reminds aspiring entrepreneurs to connect with the team at Qalipu Business Network. Even if funding isn't always available, mentorship, knowledge, and referrals are. The network's approach is open, supportive, and focused on helping individuals learn, iterate, and keep moving forward. Rob later advised aspiring entrepreneurs to simply get ideas on paper, utilize free community resources, and be willing to pivot when initial plans don't match reality.